Good evening. Officials say the boy was trapped inside the home after the fire spread from the garage to the house. He was rescued by fire crews, but remains in critical condition. CTV's Janice Golding joins us live from the scene near 16th Avenue and 9th Line with the latest. Janice.
Hi, Natalie. Yes, a 9-year-old boy is in critical condition in hospital right now after he was trapped inside a burning home here in the 16th Avenue and 9th Line area of Markham over the noon hour. Flames can be seen coming from a Markham garage. A few feet away, a woman collapses to her knees, paralyzed with fear because her son is still trapped inside the home.
I was out taking our Christmas lights off, walking in between the houses, and I could smell like a smoke. And then I went back to the backyard, and 3 minutes later, I came back to the front. The whole garage was on fire.
Next-door neighbor Don Baglieri says it was noon when he first smelled smoke, and when he realized his neighbors weren't outside,
I thought, maybe I better go in. And I opened up the front door, and the smoke was just terrible. And I tried to go in a little bit further, but I couldn't breathe.
Markham Fire says when they arrived at the two-alarm blaze, they were made aware a 9-year-old boy was trapped inside.
It was a very complex fire for us. We had all crews working diligently, and we were able, unfortunately, the fire got to the front door, so we were unable to get in, but crews did get by the fire and were able to get the boy out as quickly as we possibly could.
Neighbors say it felt like it took an eternity for crews to reach the boy while they waited outside helplessly.
Within 3 minutes of my husband calling, they were here. And they were working on the house, and they were trying to get upstairs to get to the little boy.
They had to put a big ladder up to the front window where he was sleeping, and they had to break it in, and then they went in and brought him out. And they just put him on the driveway.
The Baglieri say watching the boy's family members, who were originally outside without shoes, hats, or coats, was heartbreaking.
They were hysterical. They were beside themselves. It was overwhelming. It was really sad.
At this time, police say they do not consider this a suspicious fire. The Ontario Fire Marshal's office is now investigating what caused the blaze. And a spokesperson for the Ontario Fire Marshal's office just spoke to the media a few minutes ago, and here's what he had to say.
We are at the initial stages of the investigation, and we will be looking at the origin, circumstances, and the cause around this incident. At this point, we do not have a lot of information to share, as our investigators just arrived not too long ago, and we will be conducting our investigation. We will be returning tomorrow to conduct our investigation, as it is dark and our investigators do need light to conduct our investigation at this point.
Now, the child was rushed to hospital in life-threatening critical condition, which is where he remains. At this point, it is unknown if anyone else sustained any injuries. Reporting live from Janice Golding, now back to Natalie.
Okay, thank you, Janice.